Like, I think I got to this point of like, oh, I understand why people don't follow through on their dreams. This is the point that they get to, and then it's like, oh, this isn't possible. And it was so close to just being like, okay, I guess we can't do this. But nothing good is easy, and this is just one of those things. I'm Allie Garvin, and I opened Neat Coffee in 2015. I fell in love with coffee in Uganda, just was blown away with the whole coffee process and wanted to create a shop in my own backyard. I ran the shop for 2.5 years, and then as we grew, I was able to hire a couple employees, and it took off a lot better than I expected. Because we just started as a pop-up, we weren't able to do a couple things that were necessary for the health department, like 3-compartment sink and floor drains and things like that. And so I kind of knew that was a risk, like we'll just do this until someone tells us not to. So about 2.5 years in, I got a call saying that the health department was shutting us down. It was really hard for me just personally to walk through that, like after putting my heart and soul into it for the past couple of years, and then just having it shut down in a day. We had signed a lease on a new location that now we had no idea how we were going to move forward with it. We no longer had cash flow, and when rent rolled around, we didn't have money to pay for it, and that's when it felt so defeating. Like, how are we going to move forward? I remember coming home and walking in the door and thinking, are we even gonna be able to live here anymore? Like, what's the worst that could happen? I feel like we're there. Like, I think I got to this point of like, oh, I understand why people don't follow through on their dreams. This is the point that they get to, and then it's like, oh, this isn't possible. And it was so close to just being like, okay, I guess we can't do this. But I have an amazing husband who just encourages the heck out of me, and our awesome friends and customers, and it was just like, okay, no, we have to push through. It was incredible too to just see the response from our customers and friends, and so many people reached out. Just really encouraging to see like, okay, we created something that's like goes beyond the walls of this little shop. We launched a Kickstarter. We were funded within the first 4 days, which is incredible. It's so fun to see the community rally around and be the ones to be pouring money into building this space. I don't think small businesses could survive without a strong community. The money is one part of it, but just seeing that people believe in this and believe in me and us, it blows me away. It's really exciting. So today we finally get to open the doors of Neat after 10 long months of construction and inspections and planning and prepping for this moment. It feels like I don't even know what I'm feeling. I'm excited, nervous, feeling all the things. Okay, I'm gonna have them start getting ready and I can plan that. All right, hi, welcome. It feels incredible to just actually be sitting in here, having people be able to come in and just feel at peace here and that they can connect with others. It feels incredible, but it's also just this weight of like, it's still hard. I remember thinking that after the first day, it was like, oh, we have to get up and do this again tomorrow. Like, that took all my energy to like do the grand opening, and then it's like, we don't get to stop. Like, here we go. It still feels scary, I guess. It's like we're not in the clear, but at the same time, it's so cool to see like we actually did it. Like, and I think like the heaviest part felt like I was doing a crappy job of like managing it all and realizing like, why did I think it was gonna be so much easier or so much cheaper? Like, I was just blind to not know, like, the reality. But of course, like, not how could I know? It's like my first time doing it, but just in the moment of like feeling that weight, like, whoa, this sucks. I'm way worse at this than I thought I was. I always think, like, is it this hard for other people? Like, or they just don't tell their story, or like, it feels weird to like feel so many different things. I do think there was part of me that woke up like that second day of opening and being like, wait, is this it? Is this my dream? Like, this is what I was wanting? It feels awesome, but it's also like, what now? And is this as good as I thought it would be? I don't know, there's some tension of like, cool, I opened the shop that I always dreamed of opening, and now what? I think because identity has always been really tricky for me, and like I've always wrapped it around in what I do. And so when I became a business owner, it just became this like, this is who I am. And I think just like actually processing through like who I am outside of my job, as a wife, as a friend, as a human, like, who am I outside of that? I think, yeah, that was like I don't know, I'm still figuring it out. David's good at reminding me of who I am. I often forget. I've seen that as a business owner, the highs are super high and the lows are really, really low. And the only way to get through that is to not find your full identity in what you do. You're not your business. You're not your sales. You're not your successes, and definitely not your failures. And for me, at the end of the day, it's all about relationships. I'm super proud of this space that we built for people to just connect in. And even since opening, people come in and they're like, every time I walk in here, I feel at peace. And that is crazy to me. Like, we prayed that over these walls. And that's why I did this. That's what makes me stoked. That's what makes me get out of bed in the morning. What I've learned from all of this is it's so easy to feel like you're on your own, but there's people around you that love you and care for you and want to help. Ask for help and believe in yourself and in what you've created. To trust your gut. I think you know what's best for your business, and surround yourself with good people who will speak truth to you, and then mostly just to keep going. Keep going. It's hard, but it's worth it. It's so hard day in and day out, but it's worth it.